Hello students, welcome to this session by Careers 360, and today we are going to study Continuity and Differentiability Part 2 for JEE Mains. Myself Subuh Nadeem, Senior Math Faculty, and this is a live crash course for you students. तो अब हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं और it is So let us start with this question. We have done limits and continuity part 1 in the previous class. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि प्रीवियस क्लास का किए होगे तभी इस क्लास का समझ में आएगा। वो जो क्वेश्चंस हमने डील किए थे वहां पर समझने के थे, जो यहाँ पे डील करेंगे वो यहाँ पर समझने के हैं। तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन ये आ रहा है जिसमें कह रहा है कि लेट एफ इज अ फंक्शन आर टू आर बी डिफाइंड एज एफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू लैम्डा mod of x square minus 5x plus 6 upon mu 5x minus x square minus 6 when x is less than 2, and it is e to the power tan x minus 2 by x minus greatest integer of x if x is greater than 2 and mu if x is equal to 2. So this is the function which is given. They are saying that if this function is continuous at x is equal to 2, this is continuous at x is equal to 2, then you have to find the value of lambda plus mu. Okay, so we can find individual values of lambda and mu, then we can add them. So first let us take left hand limit. So limit x approaching 2 minus, and that will be lambda by mu mod of x square minus 5x plus 6 upon, and in the denominator if we take minus common, it will become x square minus 5x plus 6, but it will be without mod, and minus I'm taking outside. Now this can be written as limit x approaching to minus lambda by mu, and if you do the middle term splitting here, so you will get x minus 2 into x minus 3 as its two factors mod of this, and here also x minus 2 into x minus 3. So this will be limit x approaching to minus lambda by mu, and further if we are taking 2 minus left of 2, so if we take the sign scheme of x square minus 5x plus 6, so its roots are 2 and 3. So here it is positive, here it is negative, here it is positive. So for x approaching 2 minus, which is left of 2, this expression is positive. So we can remove mod and directly write x minus 2 into x minus 3. And here also x minus 2 into x minus 3. They will get cancelled and you'll get minus lambda by mu. So this is basically your left hand limit. Now after this, we come to the right hand limit. So right hand limit is limit x approaching 2 plus, and for x greater than 2, the definition is e to the power tan x minus 2 by x minus greatest integer of x. So e to the power tan x minus 2 by x minus greatest integer of x. This is what is given here, tan x minus 2. Okay, so x minus 2 inside. Now if we take x as 2 plus, then greatest integer of x will be 2. So we can say that it is e to the power tan x minus 2 by x minus 2, where limit x is approaching 2 plus. Now, if you take x as 2 plus, slightly greater than 2, this will approach 0. This will x minus 2 will approach 0. So tan theta by theta, where theta approaches 0, is equal to 1. So this will become e to the power 1, which is e. So this is the right hand limit. And value of the function at 2 is mu. This is mu. So we will equate minus lambda by mu with e and this with mu. So we get mu as e. And then when we take this one, my lambda will become e into mu. So e square and minus e square. So this is mu equal to e and lambda equal to minus e square. Okay, mu equal to is directly coming. Now you have to find lambda plus mu. So lambda plus mu will be e minus e square. That is e into 1 minus e. So if we see the option A is the correct option. They have written it like this, e into minus e plus 1. This is the option A. Yeah, our answer is correct. Let us come to the next question. So here it says that f is a function for non-negative real numbers to non-negative real numbers. That is 0 to infinity. Be defined as fx is equal to integral 0 to x greatest integer of y dy. Okay, where this box x is greatest integer of x. Which of the following is true? F is continuous at every point in 0, infinity and differentiable except at the integer points. F is both continuous and differentiable except at the integer points. F is continuous everywhere except at the integer points in 0, infinity. Okay. F is differentiable at every point in 0, infinity. So these are the options. We have to check its continuity and differentiability in the given interval. So we can take it like this. This is 0 to 1, greatest integer of y dy. Then 1 to 2, greatest integer of y dy. 1 to 2 to 3, greatest integer of y dy. And it goes like this till we reach greatest integer of x to x. Before this will be greatest integer of x minus 1 to greatest integer of x, greatest integer of y dy. And this will be like this. So the interval from 0 to x can be written like this. Okay. Now, if we see the value of greatest integer of y in the interval 0, 1, if we see this between 0, 1, then it will be 0. For 1, 2, the greatest integer of y will be 1. For 2 to 3, it will be 2. Similarly, for greatest integer x minus 1 to greatest integer x, it will be greatest integer x minus 1. And this last one, we cannot write it right now. We can keep it as it is. So this will become 0 plus This will be 1 dy, and that will become 1 into 2 minus 1. Then we have 2, and this is 3 minus 2. And it goes like this. And it is greatest integer of x minus 1 into greatest integer of x minus 1. Okay. Plus greatest integer of x to x greatest integer of y dy. So this will become 1, and 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is also 1. So it will go like this. In the end here, greatest integer of x will cancel. 1 will come. So it will become greatest integer of x minus 1 here, plus greatest integer of x to x, greatest integer of y dy. Now what we can do, let us suppose, let us take greatest integer of x as I, and x is equal to I plus f. F is the fraction part. So we can say that this fx can be written as 1, 2, 3, so on. And this is greatest integer x minus 1 will become I minus 1. And this will become greatest integer of x, which is I, to x, which is I plus f, into greatest integer of y dy. Now, the sum of first I minus 1 natural numbers will be n into n plus 1 by 2. We will write it like this. And now, this another term is I to I plus f, and greatest integer of y between this interval will be I. So this will become I minus 1 into I by 2 plus, and I into dy integration will be y. So it will be I plus f minus I. It will become f. So we can say that the function fx is equal to I minus 1 into I by 2 plus I into f. Now let us put the expression in terms of greatest integer and normal x. So I is greatest integer of x. It is also greatest integer of x. And I is greatest integer of x here also. And fraction part will be x minus greatest integer of x. We can write it like this. Now, if we talk about any integral point, let us take limit x approaching I plus, okay, right of I. So what will happen that this fx, when we will apply I plus, greatest integer of x will be I minus 1 into I by 2. And here greatest integer of x will be I. And here x will be I, and greatest integer of x will also be I. Because when we are putting the limit x approaching I plus, so x is I after substituting I plus, and greatest integer of x is also I. So we get I minus 1 into I by 2. And this another term is I minus I 0. 0 into I this. So this is the right hand limit. Now, if we talk about the left hand limit, what will happen? So this is the function, and I'm taking here I minus. Okay. So if greatest integer of x we want to take here, and greatest integer of x is I minus, it is slightly less than I. So it will become I minus 1, and then one more minus 1 is there. And this will be also y minus 1 by 2. And here this greatest integer of x will be I minus 1. And if we take x minus greatest integer of x, so x will be I minus, and greatest integer of x will be I minus 1. So this will become I minus 2 into I minus 1 by 2 plus I minus 1, and this will cancel I, and it will be 1. So if we take I minus 1 common, it will be I minus 2 by 2 plus 1, which is equal to I minus 1 and into I by 2. Okay. So if you see the left hand limit and you see the right hand limit, this is I minus 1 into I by 2. And this is also I minus 1 into I by 2. So left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Now, if we want to find the value of the function exactly at I, not I plus or I minus, so in that case, it will be I minus 1 into I by 2 plus this will become I, and I minus I, this will also become, it will be 0. So it will be I minus 1, I by 2. So as you can see here, that this is also giving you the same value. So therefore, limit x approaching I minus fx is equal to limit x approaching I plus fx is equal to f of I, which means that this function is continuous in 0 comma infinity, because this continuity could be at greatest integer point, integral points. Otherwise, it is continuous for non-integral points. And differentiability will be there, that it will not be differentiable at integral points, because here greatest integer of x is involved, and greatest integer of x will not give you differentiable in the integer points. So fx is differentiable in 0 comma infinity except इंटीग्रल पॉइंट्स. एट इंटीग्रल पॉइंट्स क्या होता है कि हमारा जो ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर होता है वो डिफरेंशिएबल नहीं होता है, जिससे कि पूरा फंक्शन भी डिफरेंशिएबल नहीं होगा. ऑल अदर पॉइंट्स इट विल बी डिफरेंशिएबल. तो कॉन्टिन्यूअस इन 0 कॉमा इंफिनिटी है और डिफरेंशिएबल इन 0 कॉमा इंफिनिटी है एक्सेप्ट एट इंटीग्रल पॉइंट्स. तो अब अगर हम ऑप्शन देखते हैं इसका, सो ए ऑप्शन सेज that f is continuous at every point in 0 comma infinity and differentiable except at the integer points. So first option itself is correct. F is both continuous and differentiable except at the integer points. This is wrong because it is continuous at the integer points. F is continuous everywhere except at integer points. See, this is also wrong. It is continuous at all points. F is differentiable at every point. That is also wrong. It is not differentiable at integral points. So we say that option A is the correct answer. So here comes the next question. Fx is integral 0 to x 5 plus mod of 1 minus t dt if x is greater than 2. Okay. And 5x plus 1 if x is less than equal to 2. Okay. So we can say that fx is equal to 0 to 1, okay, at 1 mod of 1 minus t will change the definition. So this will become 5 plus, for less than 1, for t to be less than 1, 1 minus t will be positive. So it will be 1 minus t dt. And from 1 to x, we have t greater than 1. So this will become 5 plus t minus 1. And this is x greater than 2. This is the condition when x is greater than 2. And this is 5x plus 1 if x is less than equal to 2. So we can say that this is equal to 5 plus 1, 6 minus t, 0 to 1, 6 minus t dt, plus 1 to x, and it will become 4 plus t dt when x is greater than 2. And 5x plus 1 if x is less than equal to 2. Now if we integrate this definite integration, so it will be 60 minus t square by 2. 60 minus t square by 2, and it will be 0 to 1. And 4 plus t dt, when you will integrate 40 plus t square by 2, and the limit is 1 to x, where x is greater than 2. Okay. And this is 5x plus 1 if x is less than equal to 2. Fine. Now this is equal to 60 minus t square by 2 will become 6 minus 1 by 2 on putting the limit. And then here 4 plus 4x plus x square by 2 minus 1 you will put. So it will be 4 1 by 2. 4 plus 1 by 2. And x is greater than 2. 5x plus 1 if x is less than equal to 2. So what do we get? 6 minus 1 by 2, and this minus 1 by 2, that will become 6 minus 1, that is 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. So it will become 1 plus 4x plus x square by 2 if x is greater than 2. 5x plus 1 if x is less than equal to 2. This is what we are getting. Okay. Now, obviously, it is talking about continuity and differentiability, and it is saying fx is not continuous at x equal to 2. Fx is everywhere differentiable. Fx is continuous but not differentiable at x equal to 2. Fx is not differentiable at x equal to 1. Okay. So first let us check for x equal to 2, its continuity. So f of 2 minus will be equal to 1 plus 4 into 2 when x is, sorry, this is 2 plus. It is x is greater than 2. So this is 2 plus. So 1 plus 4 into 2 plus 2 square by 2. And this will come out to be 1 plus 8, 9, 9 plus 4 by 2 is 2, 11. And if we take f2 minus, then it will be 5x plus 1. So 5 into 2 plus 1, which is also 11. And f of 2 obviously is same as f of 2 minus. So this is also 11. So the function fx is continuous at x is equal to 2. And all other points, obviously. Because अगर हम बाकी पॉइंट की बात करें तो बाकी पॉइंट में ये जो फंक्शन है, ये फंक्शन पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन है, नीचे वाला भी एक लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल है, तो ये दोनों ही जो है डिफरेंशिएबल होंगे हर पॉइंट पे. पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन हर पॉइंट पे कंटीन्यूअस और डिफरेंशिएबल होता है. 2 पे कॉन्टिन्यूटी हमने चेक की है क्योंकि यहाँ पे डेफिनेशन चेंज हो रहा है, एंड वी हैव फाउंड दैट इट इज कॉन्टिन्यूअस एट x इक्वल टू 2। अब अगर ये कॉन्टिन्यूअस है तो हम इसको डायरेक्ट डिफरेंशिएट करके पता कर सकते हैं कि वेदर इट इज डिफरेंशिएबल और नॉट। तो एफ डैश एक्स अगर हम देखते हैं तो यहां पर मिलेगा 4 + x, 1 का डेरिवेटिव 0, 4 + 2x/2 विल बी x, सो इट विल बी 4 + x, एंड यहां पर क्या मिलेगा 5। So f dash x will be this. Now if we take f dash 2 plus, it will be 4 + 2, which is 6. And f dash 2 minus, it is equal to 5. So clearly f dash 2 plus is not equal to f dash 2 minus. So not differentiable at x is equal to 2. At other points, it is differentiable. So what we will say that which option is correct? Fx is not continuous at x equal to 2. This is wrong because it is continuous everywhere and at 2 also. Fx is everywhere differentiable. It is not true because at 2 it is not differentiable. Fx is continuous but not differentiable at x equal to 2. That is correct. That is, the function is continuous everywhere including 2 but not differentiable at x equal to 2. And fx is not differentiable at x equal to 1 is also wrong because at 1 there is only one definition, that is 5x plus 1 for x less than equal to 2, and it is differentiable. It is a linear polynomial. So we say that our correct option is C. Okay. Now, before proceeding further, I would like to share something about Careers 360 and its resources. So there are a lot of ebooks which are available on the website of Careers 360. And this is the link which is given here for those PDFs. That link is also given in the description below. You can download sample papers and ebooks from this link without any cost. You have to just get yourself registered once, and that is for free. And you will get all the sample papers and ebooks. Like as you can see here, JEE Main 2025 chapter wise weightage. तो JEE 2025 का किस चैप्टर का क्या वेटेज है उसके बारे में सारी इंफॉर्मेशन इस पीडीएफ में मिल जाएगी। उसके बाद एक काफी इंपॉर्टेंट पीडीएफ है which is said that high scoring chapters and topics, and it is the given that if you study 40% of the syllabus, that is whatever is given here, then you can score up to 100% marks. So even half, less than half. So all the high scoring topics and chapters from which questions come is given here. Further, we have ebooks like first one is JEE Main 2025 Maths syllabus. You'll get it from this link. It is available in the description. Then chapter-wise weightage that we discussed above in the previous slide. Exams high-scoring topics that also we discussed in the previous one. These are the links for this. JEE Main previous 10-year questions with solution. सो जितने भी 10 साल में क्वेश्चंस आए जेईई मेन के विद देयर सॉल्यूशन वो इस लिंक से हमें मिल जाएंगे, एंड वी कैन डाउनलोड द पीडीएफ एंड वी कैन हेल्प आवरसेल्फ इन रिवाइजिंग एंड प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर जेईई मेन 2025, क्योंकि ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है प्रिपरेशन का कि हम पिछले 10 साल के क्वेश्चंस करके एग्जाम में जाएं। जेईई में इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूला की भी एक ई बुक है जिसमें फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मैथ्स के हर चैप्टर्स के इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूला एक जगह मिल जाएंगे, जिनको रिवाइज करके हम लास्ट मोमेंट पे सब कुछ रेडी कर सकते हैं। सो दिस वाज द इंफॉर्मेशन। नाउ वी कम टू अवर क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन। So let us come to the next question. So here consider the function fx equal to px by sine x minus 2, where x is not equal to 2, and 7 if x equal to 2. Okay. Now what is px? Px is a polynomial. It is a polynomial such that p double dash x is always a constant. So which type of polynomial would it be? It will be quadratic. If we take px as ax square plus bx plus c, and we differentiate it once, we'll get 2ax plus b, and we differentiate it again, we'll get 2a, which is independent of x. It is a constant. So p double dash x means it is constant, means that px is a quadratic polynomial. Okay. Now it is given that p3 is equal to 9. So p3 is equal to 9. This means 9a plus 3b plus c is equal to 9. So x square means 3 square, which is 9. And x is 3, so 3b, and then plus c equal to 9. So this will be your one condition. Further, if fx is continuous at x equal to 2, then p5 is equal to. Now the question says that this function fx is continuous at x equal to 2. So if we want to find limit x approaching to fx, so we'll say limit x approaching to, this is px by sine x minus 2. Because it is not equal to 2, it is approaching 2. So that means x is not equal to 2. वो वाला डेफिनेशन हम यहाँ पे लगाएंगे. अब हमें पता है कि px कैसा पॉलिनोमियल है, क्वाड्रेटिक है. तो उसके फैक्टर्स के फॉर्म में अगर लिखा जाए तो a इंटू एक्स माइनस अल्फा इंटू एक्स माइनस बीटा हम लिख सकते हैं इसे बाई साइन एक्स माइनस 2. और हमें पता है कि जो x इक्वल टू 2 पे वैल्यू है वो 7 है, विच इज अ फाइनाइट वैल्यू. सो लिमिट x अप्रोचिंग टू fx is equal to f2, which is 7, as function is continuous at x equal to 2. तो ये जो हमारे पास टर्म आ रही है, दिस टर्म, ये एक फाइनाइट वैल्यू है और उसकी वैल्यू भी 7 दे रखी है. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि ये जो साइन x माइनस 2 है, जो कि अगर हम x को 2 पुट कर देंगे तो ये 0 बन जाएगा पूरा, और ये पूरा फंक्शन क्या हो जाएगा, अनडिफाइंड हो जाएगा. लेकिन हमें फाइनाइट वैल्यू चाहिए. तो इससे एक चीज तो क्लियर है कि x माइनस अल्फा और x माइनस बीटा में से एक तो x माइनस 2 होगा और एक x माइनस बीटा भी हमें पता नहीं है, और ये साइन x माइनस 2. क्योंकि ऐसा जब हम करेंगे तो ये जो x माइनस 2 बाई साइन x माइनस 2 है, साइन थीटा बाई थीटा बन जाएगा, ये नीचे ले जाएंगे डिनोमिनेटर ऑफ डिनोमिनेटर में. एंड x अप्रोचिंग 2 मतलब x माइनस 2 अप्रोचिंग 0, तो ये 1 बन जाएगा. तो ये आ जाएगा a and x minus 2 by sin x minus 2, x approaching 2 will be 1, and this will be 2 minus beta. और ये जो है 7 के बराबर है. तो यहां से हमें क्या मिल रहा है कि 2a माइनस 2a इंटू a इंटू 2 माइनस बीटा इज इक्वल टू 7. ठीक है. और हमारे पास ये जो फंक्शन px था, ये ax स्क्वायर प्लस bx प्लस c था. तो इसको हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ फैक्टर्स, जैसे अभी हमने लिया a इंटू एक्स माइनस 2 इंटू एक्स माइनस बीटा, ऐसे लिख सकते हैं। अल्फा जो है वो 2 के बराबर है, और P3 जो हमारे पास है वो हो जाएगा a इंटू 3 - 2 इंटू 3 - बीटा, और P3 की वैल्यू दी हुई है 9। So this is 9, which means 3 - 2 is 1. So a into 3 - beta is equal to 9. So एक तो ये कंडीशन आ गई हमारे पास, और एक ये कंडीशन आ गई। दिस इज द फर्स्ट वन, दिस इज द सेकेंड वन। अगर हम फर्स्ट को सेकेंड से डिवाइड करते हैं तो a कैंसिल हो जाएगा, ये 2 - बीटा/3 - बीटा इज इक्वल टू 7/9 हो जाएगा। सो ये हो जाएगा 18 - 9 बीटा इज इक्वल टू 21 - 7 बीटा। सो 2 बीटा इज इक्वल टू -3, विच मीन्स बीटा इज इक्वल टू -3/2। बीटा जब -3/2 आ गया तो ए भी हम निकाल सकते हैं, क्योंकि a इंटू 3 - बीटा इज इक्वल टू 9. So this implies a into beta is coming out to be -3/2. So 3 plus 3/2, it will become equal to 9. So a into 6 plus 3, 9/2 is equal to 9, which means a is equal to 2. So we are getting a is equal to 2. So the polynomial px is equal to a, what is a? 2. X minus alpha, it was already 2, and beta is -3/2. X plus 3/2 it will become. Now let us see what they are asking. They are asking here P5 is equal to. So if you want to find P5, we can simply say that P5 is equal to 2 into 5 minus 2 into 5 plus 3/2. So this will be 2 into 3, and it will be 13/2, which is 2 cancel. This will be 39. So what is the answer we are getting? We are getting 39 as the answer. And this is a numerical based question. So option is not there. Answer should be in integer. So it is 39. Answer would be 39. Okay, let us come to the next question. So here, as you can see, f is a function R to R, real to real, and it is defined as fx equal to x cubed by 1 minus cos 2x whole square into log 1 plus 2x e to the power minus 2x by 1 minus x e to the power minus x whole square to the base e, when x is not equal to 0, and alpha if x is equal to 0. Now they're saying that if f is continuous at x equal to 0, then alpha is equal to. That means when x is approaching 0, the limiting value will be equal to alpha. So we have to find the limit basically. So what we have to find, limit alpha is limit x approaching 0, x cubed by 1 minus cos 2x whole square log 1 plus 2x e to the power minus 2x by 1 minus x e to the power minus x whole square to the base e. So it will be limit x approaching 0, x cubed by 1 minus cos 2x whole square. So 1 minus cos 2x is 2 sine square x. So it will become 4 sine to the power 4x. And log to the base e can be written as, by the property of log 1 plus 2x e to the power minus 2x minus log to the base e 1 minus x e to the power minus x, and whole square will come in the coefficient. So these properties of log we know already. So we can use these properties of log. Now here sine cube x by x cube will become 1 when x is approaching 0. So we can do one thing. We can multiply by 1x and divide by 1x. So this is sine to the power 4x. This is sine to the power 4x, and this is x to the power 4. So this will become 1. So it is 1 by 4x, and log 1 plus 2x e to the power minus 2x to the base e minus 2 log 1 minus x e to the power minus x to the base e. And when we expand the log, so limit x approaching 0, 1 upon 4x. And when we expand the log, so it is log 1 plus x. If you remember, what is the formula for log? When we expand log, log 1 plus x is equal to x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x to the power 4 by 4, so on till infinity. This is what happens. Now here it is 1 plus 2x e to the power minus 2x. So if we will expand this, we will get 1 plus, first we'll get x. X is 2x e to the power minus 2x. Okay. Next would be square of this. So 2x e to the power minus 2x square by 2, and so on. Similarly, if we do for this one, this will be minus 2. And here it is 1 minus x e to the power minus x. So minus x e to the power minus x will be the first term. And minus x square by 2 will become minus x square e to the power minus 2x by 2. And so on till infinity. Now the higher power of x, which are greater than 1, like this is x square, then there will be x cube, which will be coming. Here also x square and then x cube will be coming. When you will divide by x, the numerator x, x square, x cube will be remaining. And when x is approaching 0, they will become 0. So we can neglect higher powers, because that will give you 0 only. When you divide by x, like there is a square term, and you divide by x, it will remaining x in the numerator. And when x is approaching 0, it will become 0. So neglect higher degree terms. We can say that alpha is equal to, so alpha is here becoming, this we can reject, this also we can reject, 2x e to the power minus 2x, which is 1 by 4x, 2x e to the power minus 2x. And here it will become 2x e to the power minus x plus 2x e to the power minus x. Now when you divide by x, it will become, here limit x is approaching 0. So it will be 1 by 4, 2 e to the power minus 2x plus 2 e to the power minus x, limit x is approaching 0. Now if it is e to the power 0, it is 1. Here also e to the power 0 will be 1. So 1 by 4 into 2 plus 2, which is 4 by 4, which is equal to 1. So the value of alpha which we are getting here is equal to 1. So if we see the options, A option is the correct answer. Okay. So before proceeding further, let us discuss one more thing about the resources and the facilities which Careers 360 is giving us. Before that, I would like you to try one question and then we'll discuss that question. So this time I'm giving you some time to try a question. Then we'll discuss it. So if I give you this question and I want you to try it first, then we will discuss it. Okay, so I hope you have tried this. So इसको क्या करेंगे, जैसे अभी तक तुमने देख भी लिया कि एक मैक्सिमम ऑफ टी क्यूब माइनस सिक्स टी स्क्वायर प्लस 90 - 3 चाहिए। जीरो से एक्स के बीच में टी है और एक्स किसके किसके बीच में है, जीरो से थ्री। तो सबसे पहले हम क्या करते हैं कि इस t³ - 6t² + 90 - 3 को फंक्शन मान लेते हैं एफ टी, और इसको डिफ्रेंशिएट कर देते हैं। 3t² - 12t + 9, यहाँ से 3 कॉमन हो गया, t² - 4t + 3 हो गया। इसको लिख सकते हैं t-3 इंटू t-1। और ये जो डेरिवेटिव है, इसका अगर हम साइन स्कीम बनाएं तो ये यहाँ 1 है, यहाँ 3 है, सो इट इज पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव। x जो है 0 से 3 तक है, ठीक है, तो 3 से आगे का हमें काम नहीं है, 3 तक का काम है। तो 0 से 1 तक जो फंक्शन है वो उसका डेरिवेटिव पॉजिटिव है। इसका मतलब है कि एफ टी इज इंक्रीजिंग फ्रॉम 0 to 1, and then ft is decreasing from 1 to 3। तो ft कुछ ऐसा फंक्शन होगा जैसे 0 से लेके अगर हम 3 तक की बात करें तो ये ऐसे कुछ इंक्रीज करके फिर ऐसे डिक्रीज कर रहा है, और ये 1 पे मैक्सिमम दे रहा है। तो जब तक x की वैल्यू 1 तक नहीं पहुंचती है तब तक तो जो मैक्सिमम वैल्यू है वो यही फंक्शन की रहेगी, ठीक है। जो फंक्शन आ रहा है मतलब एफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू जी एक्स इज इक्वल टू x³ - 6x² + 9x - 3। तो t की जगह हमने सीधा x डाल दिया। ये कब तक रहेगा? जब x जो है वो 0 से लेके 1 तक है। उसके बाद 1 से लेके 3 तक अगर जाते हैं तो मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ये ऑलरेडी 1 पे अटेन कर चुका है और हमें मैक्सिमम ही चाहिए। तो 1 पे जो इसकी वैल्यू है f(1), वो पुट करेंगे तो 1 - 6 + 9 - 3 हो जाएगा, तो ये आ जाएगा 1। तो इसकी वैल्यू 1 जो है वो मैक्सिमम वैल्यू है, और उसके बाद डिक्रीज कर रहा है, तो इसका मतलब है कि 1 पे ये मैक्सिमम आ चुका है। और फिर अगर हम x को 3 से 4 लेते हैं तो ये 4 - x है। x बिटवीन 3 to 4। अब ये जो फंक्शन gx है इसको हमने ऐसे लिख दिया। हमें पता करना है 0 to 4 में gx इज नॉट डिफरेंशिएबल कितने नंबर ऑफ पॉइंट्स पे। तो पहले कंटिन्यूटी अगर हम चेक करते हैं तो g1 पे, एक तो 1 पे चेक करेंगे, फिर 3 पे चेक करेंगे जहां पे डेफिनेशन चेंज हो रहा है। तो g1 जो होगा वो हो जाएगा 1 - 6 + 9 - 3, जो हमने निकाला भी है, इट इज इक्वल टू 1। और g1 भी 1 होगा, जो 1 हमने निकाला है। g3 जो होगा वो होगा 1, और g3 जो होगा वो क्या होगा? 4 - x में x को 3 पुट करेंगे तो ये भी 1 होगा। सो gx इज कॉन्टिन्यूअस एवरीवेयर इन 0, 4। In 0, 4, gx is continuous everywhere, because we can see that g1 - is equal to g1 plus, g3 - is equal to g3 plus। जो भी डाउटफुल पॉइंट्स थे वहां पे तो कंटिन्यूस है ही। अब इसको हम डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं। सो व्हेन विल डिफरेंशिएट इट, व्हाट विल गेट? कंटिन्यूस आ जाता है तो हम डायरेक्ट डिफरेंशिएट कर देंगे। तो 3x² - 12x + 9, 3x² - 12x + 9 if x is between 0 to 1, and 1 if x is between 1 to 3. Okay, the derivative will be 0. We are differentiating, so derivative of 1 will be 0. And then 4 minus x will be minus 1. X between 3 to 4. So as we can see here, at 1, अगर हम g dash 1 minus देखें, तो 3 minus 12 plus 9 will be 0, which is equal to g dash 1 plus. ये भी 0 है, ये भी 0 है. So it is differentiable at x is equal to 1. Differentiable at x is equal to 1. But about x is equal to 3. So g dash 3 minus is equal to 0, whereas g dash 3 plus is minus 1. So g dash 3 minus is not equal to g dash 3 plus, which means that it is not differentiable at x is equal to 3. So how many points are there where it is not differentiable? We will say that there is only one point, which is x equal to 3. So if we see the correct answer here, yeah, it is 1. So we will say that our answer here is 1. So we will say, therefore, 1 point of non-differentiability of fx in 0, 4. So we have discussed few good questions today, and I hope it will help you. So now let us, before concluding the class, I would like to share something. So as we were discussing about ebooks, similarly we have feedback form. So whatever feedback you want to give regarding resources, video lecture, and ebooks or questions, you can fill this form, Google form, this description, this will you find the link you will find in the description. So this feedback form you should fill and you should submit it so that we will be able to improve ourselves and get some confidence also. And finally, thank you. And if you want to share, you have any query regarding the live classes, so you can email those queries at liveclasses@entrance360.com to this email ID. So thank you everyone from Careers 360. We'll meet soon again.